Oh, we live. I didn't even tell y'all, but I told y'all I was going live on Wednesdays in the 5 o'clock hour. It's in the 5 o'clock hour, ain't it? 5:30. I just finished recording. Recording my what's this called? Ready to Love. I know it's Wednesday. It's almost time for the next one. It's it'd be like that. And y'all know that when I'm not in a good space, I don't normally record. I don't watch the TV. I don't be recording because of the simple fact that whatever angst and bitter energy I might have will show up on them people, and it's just not fair. It's just not fair. I just started talking. Wait, who this? Who this? Yes, who this, honey? I had to take my little quick weave out. It was lifting from working out, girl. It be lifting. And so right now, my hair is slicked down with conditioner. Some deep conditioner up under here. Yes, okay. I don't really like to look the same, but I'm gonna have that hair back next week sometimes. What'd you say? It ain't May? Oh, I ain't mad at you. Girl, listen. I got so many wigs that I just be like, I don't understand why I don't wear them more often because it be hot. And so then after I get my hair done again like it was previously, hey D, um, I'm so grateful you jumped off another live to come on over here. I'm really grateful. But I'm sure they miss you over there. So maybe you bounce back and forth. Where was you at? Let me see who it was. It depends. I ain't even like that. But it'll be back, and then I'm gonna get my hair braided because I've been working out hard, and so quick weaves don't do well. They start, especially short ones, they start lifting in the back and curling and whatnot. So that's not a thing. I'm just going. How y'all week doing? How y'all week doing? We just go, shoot the shit for just another couple minutes before I just start talking about Ready to Love. I drink a lot of water already, but I've been feeling like my water intake is low, and I need to jump to it, get more going. My settings setup is a little off today because I really wanted to lay down. I really wanted to lay down. So, as people were coming in, yes, I'm doing bald hair house shit, bald hair house shit. Me too, sis. Me too, sis. Okay, me too, sis. It's what it is. Me too, sis. Um, so we saw episode 10. Did y'all all watch episode 10? Better late than never. Because I'd rather be never than better than better. Better late than never. I'd rather it be never than late. I was like, oh, okay, you was on an RTL live review. I really enjoy both of you, so I was torn when I see you both doing lives tonight. Well, I mean, maybe that's where the people are. Maybe the people are over there. So we're gonna just go ahead and get started. This season is trash. Yes, Miss Eve. Um, so if any fellas join us, we will welcome them on the live. If no fellas join us, is the season over yet, girl? Almost, almost. I think because the reason I watch it is, I do I am a romantic at heart. I do love. But I watch this for the messiness. And so this episode was really the most messy we could get. And so that's why we're gonna talk about it, because they was messy. Excuse me. I got air coming up out my lungs. I'm burping and I'm trying not to, but it's natural. So, hey, window, because I was just about to say, if don't know fella show, or I did say it one time already, if don't know fella show, then it's just gonna be me and my girls. And I would invite them on, after I've waited for a while, maybe started talking for an hour or so. I'm hoping that I'm just assuming that you're gonna join me, and so I'm gonna just put the link in here, because then you and I can have a conversation. And any other fella that joins us, ladies, any other fella that joins us, feel free to tell them to get their ass on the screen because we did good last week. We did really, I was really proud of us because sometimes y'all be doing me dirty. So I'd be really proud of us when we show up like that. Like we have 4 ladies. When you include me, that makes 5. Okay, see Wendell jump right on in. He ready. He all greased up, ready to go. Look at him.
Yes, I'm here for you.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here
I do.
for it.
Yeah, I do. I'm grateful for it. Wendell gonna drop them gems. Are you before we get started? Okay, so Wendell been putting up his TikToks. His are the darker the berry,
The
the
deeper the
deeper the
truth.
truth. Okay. So I mean I hope y'all following Mr. Barry on TikTok just in case y'all want to do it while we here. Let me see. Um I was hoping it was still on here from last week, but it's a week before last. It's not. I think it's Wendell Berry 1.
Yeah, Wendell Berry won. That's all.
That's his TikTok, okay? Because he out here, he didn't follow our advice and he doing
I'm
it.
working on it.
He
One
doing
foot
it.
in front of the other.
He's doing it. Don't let him fool you. I didn't commented on too. Okay, he out here popping.
I appreciate you. You're so good for my ego.
Yeah, listen. If I ain't gonna do nothing else, I'm gonna stroke your ego. Um, so you ready?
I am ready.
You ready?
Let's
I'm gonna
get
leave this
it.
on the screen for y'all for a little bit longer. Just in case y'all want to go follow him as y'all coming in. I'm gonna leave it on the screen just a little bit longer. You look bright over there. Let me see if I can get bright. It might be the hair, you know.
I think I have to dim this light, otherwise I'll be tearing up like I
I mean,
did a couple weeks ago.
you're compared to me. I feel like you're bright. Like to me, I'm all like, is my background too dark today? Like, what's going on? The
My
sun is.
ring light is like a foot in front of my face. So
Oh, okay. And I'm all like, let me turn mine down because this shit is annoying. There we go. They're gonna just have to get what they can get. Oh, I didn't even ask. Can y'all see me clearly? Because I just went on straight to my hotspot. I didn't want to play with my internet. Everybody see me clearly? Can you see me
you,
clearly?
you're good. Yeah, I see you on my phone and on the laptop. You're coming through
Okay.
fine.
Well, we ready then. We ready. So we back. It's episode 10. Better late than never. I don't know. I'd rather never. Don't be
I'm
too
about to
late.
say better never than late.
Better never than late. Cause I don't like that how she showed up. But before we get there, let's just confirm everybody knows that Tori is gone and that he was going to be the one that was going to be gone because he has no connections. And the reason Paul was on the bottom is because he just started showing up as who he is now, which is somebody he should have shown up as in the beginning. We talked about that last week with the ladies because he was giving us that old man perv vibe that just that ain't what we like. That ain't it. So let's talk about this episode. Um, so after Tori leaves, Demetrius, I think his ego, has a little boost. Yeah, I'm the top dog, it's me. So he's standing in the kitchen and he's telling her, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to, I want to continue this outside. Sabrina was like, no, hold on a second. I don't know about that. Because you need to show me who you are. I don't know who you are. You're very passive right now. We both like to be chased. And you're not doing what you're supposed to do. This ain't gonna work. I think the ego that he had inflated, she popped it with the quickness. So I mean, just that right there. Oh, let me just include. I would have been the ladies on the couch. Like, let me see, because they were saying it didn't look intense, and it didn't look like, it didn't look stressful and intense, and on the screen, but they were saying that it was and that they needed
Mhm.
popcorn. I would have been sitting there right there with them, like, we only seen a piece of it, so it might have been a whole lot more. He rubbing on her hands, which is kind of like, relax, that's sign language, relax, take it easy. So I honestly am. This episode made me solidify that I'm not a fan of Sabrina's. This wasn't the thing that did it, but it made me realize that I'm not a fan. Like, she was cool, just I like that she's direct and honest about what she's feeling, but I don't like her delivery. She's not really compassionate, and it starts to show up here. What you think? How you feel about Sabrina in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
moment?
yeah. Sabrina is definitely not my favorite.
Mm.
I don't like her.
No.
Uh, and I think it's because, um, again, she definitely has the disqualifiers mindset. I don't think that she is showing up for her connections anywhere close to the way that she wants her connections to show up for her.
Well, that's a good point.
It's very double standardy. That's the vibe I get from her. It doesn't seem to be um, authentically reciprocal coming from her. She wants Demetrius to show up now, but I don't see her as being present. She wants him to give her a glimpse into what he is saying he will provide to her after they are in a relationship. She's requiring that from him now, but at the same time, um, she has him and Donovan dangling in limbo, trying to figure out which one of them is going to do something so egregious that he eliminates himself and the other one gets picked by default. And that is a strategy that is going to blow up in her face. Um, I can guarantee it because
You
she
know,
calls him too cool for school, but that's what
that's
she's trying to be the very thing she doesn't want in them and expect that it's okay. I don't like that.
I don't like that. You don't like that? When you said that, I dated a guy when I was in my 20s. God rest his soul. He said to me, "You date a lot of people, Talisa. You're supposed to date a lot of people." That's what he said. And then the one that does something extraordinary and proves himself, because everybody seems to do the same thing. They're gonna take you out to dinner. They're gonna talk to you on the phone. They're gonna tell you pretty, and the one that steps outside the box and does something that elevates him, then that's the one that you choose. So when you said that, I was like, well, that's what most women, when you date multiple people and you're looking, let me qualify. You date multiple people and you're looking for a one-to-one connection. That is a qualifier. It's, what did they do that made them stand out above the rest? Now, is that fair? I don't know, because I believe men and women do it. When they want one-to-one relationships and they're dating more than one person, it's the person that shows up for them in the way that best suits their life. Right? So I don't know if that's fair to be like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can't really say nothing about. That ain't my thing. So, I don't know. I don't really
Yeah.
know anymore. But when I was one-to-one relationships, I would definitely say that it would be you showing up, whoever shows
Well,
up.
yeah, and I'm gonna draw on my banking background here. Whenever you get a mortgage, to buy a house, um, that that mortgage is tied to you, because of your social
Okay.
security number. Your name is on the deed. However, if you attempt to, um, you know, transfer that deed, or make a demand that is outside of the realms of that mortgage contract, the lender can call the note due. And it seems to me that she's trying to call the note due on a loan she hasn't signed out for.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
she's trying to make a draw on some relational equity when not enough deposits have been made.
We are.
So
I'm with you, and it makes totally good sense. I'm with you, absolutely with you on that. But we're gonna come back to Sabrina because, like I said, this is the
there's a
episode.
lot to talk
Yeah,
about her
this the episode that made me say it's a no for me, dog. Like no.
about.
But right after that, we see Donovan and Carmen in the hot tub. They get nice
Hmm.
and cozy. And so here's what I noticed. Now, of course, she still played up what she plays up best, which is her sexuality, right? I didn't know whether to
Hmm.
sit on his lap or sit next to him. But the thing that I noticed most is that she said, and I think I believe her when she said that I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous being this close to you in this space and whatever energy they had going. Um, for me, that was a sign that the sexual persona that she presents is not her authentic self. For me, it's a facade, and this is what people like. So this is what I'm going to present. And if they see me for who I am, they may not like me. Now I don't know what who I am looks like yet, but it did. People who are sexually prowess and liberated the way that she presents herself do not say things like I'm a little nervous next to you, even in being coy in my experience. But hell, listen, what do I know? Like I got a good balance, okay? Like I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about that whole scene? I mean, because Donovan's like, we took a turn, like I think we've leveled up, like, like he's feeling her in this moment. I mean, he looking pretty good in the in the in the jacuzzi. That might have been why she was a little nervous. Okay. But, but tell me, share with us what your thoughts are about the Carmen and Donovan vibe.
Yeah. It's Carmen has what I would describe as confidence by proximity.
Mm.
The farther away you are, the easier it is to be confident because no one is close enough to burst your bubble. No one
Mm.
is close enough to penetrate your armor. When she was in the hot tub with him in a very intimate setting, um, there's now no opportunity for her to project, because that projection is, in my opinion, kind of a defense mechanism. It's a way to keep herself protected. But when you become vulnerable and share an intimate space with each other, you are giving them access to see the true you. And being in a jacuzzi where all you've got on is a bathing suit,
A
you
piece
are
of cloth, a piece of
that's right,
cloth.
you are virtually naked. You know, you can either be naked and afraid, or you can be naked and unashamed. And she was naked and afraid.
I can't be
And
drinking while you're talking. I've been choke.
but even in spite of that, the confidence is it's one of those things that I believe that she is a confident woman in the areas that she believes make her alpha. Because I believe she had stated in a previous episode that she's an alpha woman. She's one of those self-proclaimed boss chicks. She's a CEO, very accomplished, very attractive. So she has all of the trappings of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go beneath the surface and you get to the human being that's within, and that is being shielded by all of that, then kind of you know she goes from being a lion to a lamb, and she's not used to being a lamb.
No, she's uncomfortable in that
She is
space.
uncomfortable being a lamb, and the funny thing about it is she wants to be a lamb.
You think so?
I think that there's a part of her that wants to become as comfortable in her vulnerability as she is in her self-proclaimed confidence. And
Well,
because it's so unfamiliar to her, that's why she tends to kind of dominate, not only over other women in spaces like that. But she actually kind of tries to dominate over men. She did it with Eric um, in back at the first retreat when he was in the kitchen cooking. She did it with Paul on the Friends date when he was meeting Chill Bill, and tried to assert that from here on out you're going to call him Paul. And now she's with Donovan, and Donovan has disarmed that by
Yeah.
becoming the very thing that she wants to be, which is, I think, vulnerable in that state. Because he was the one that said, if it's all right with you, we can take this to another level. And she was like, oh, I'm blushing and I'm black. She tried to make light of it because
Yeah.
she was not comfortable in that
And
space.
because she wasn't in control. She wasn't the one leading.
Yes, she
But
was not in control.
but if we think about it, most people are uncomfortable in their vulnerability. Most people it's not easy for them to be vulnerable and open and let people see you right off. Whether it be you're not comfortable with who you are, I don't trust people, I got to get to know you. Like even then, but I understand what you're saying. She does take it to the level of she needs to be the one in control. And if I'm in control, I don't have to be vulnerable. I get to make you vulnerable. If I lead the narrative or if I am the one controlling the narrative, then guess what? You're the one that's vulnerable. You're the one that opens up, and it's not me.
Yeah.
We, like most people, don't know anything about Carmen, but
Mm-hmm.
I think we know less about Carmen, except for unless we were on her, stalking her on her pages and stuff. We don't know a lot about her from in this area. So I'm gonna ask you a question. So when we talk vulnerability, is it easy for you to be vulnerable with people that you are, getting to know, or that? So what, they've known each other 2-3 weeks, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know. I'd probably be fucking Dakia. I ain't gonna, I'd probably
Well,
be. I ain't gonna even lie. Like really, like just reserved and in a package, and you're a beautiful woman, but you don't let us see it. And that would probably be more of my. I'd kind of, yeah, yeah.
so I think that kind of goes to the name of the show and why it's named what it is, Ready to Love, as opposed to what I think many people who are maybe less inclined to be vulnerable are, which is open to love.
Mhm.
If you're ready, then you, if you truly are ready, it would be my assertion that you have cultivated yourself to the place where you are ready for what can possibly come with love, which would be vulnerability, the possibility of hurt, even though we don't want to be hurt.
Yeah.
But to be open to love is to be open to not love, and the impact and the affect that that can have on it. And I think that with Carmen, because she's so used to being in control, that um, that control gives her the ability to her, snatch back her openness and regain, and reapply her armor quickly, because she's not the first one putting herself out there. And I think that's what a lot of people do. They don't want to be the first one to put themselves out there. It's like being at one of those middle school or high school dances. Uh, Everybody is there to party, but nobody wants to be the first one on the dance floor.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one person to
And then
to
everybody.
to step on out there, and then everybody rushes to the floor. Who's going to be first? And in the dance of love, the dance of infatuation, the dance of, do I like her? Do I like him? Do I not? Well, I want to see what they're going to do. Is he checking for me? Okay, I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna wait for him to come up to me first, because I don't like rejection, and he needs to be the one. If he's a man, he's going to step to the plate and let me know that he wants me, because my daddy said that if a man wants you, he's going to do what he's got to do to get you. All of that stuff.
You're gonna start a riot. I keep telling you about starting riots. We don't want to start no riots. We don't want to start no
I'm just,
riots. We don't want to
but am
start
I
no
right though? Am I
riots.
right though? Am I speaking the truth?
Listen, we don't want to start no riots. That comes from traditional values
The
of people. Okay.
Yes, it comes from traditional values, but even in this modern dating context, those things still prevail, no matter if you are self-professed, traditional or not. And I think that that is something that has been ingrained into the dating culture.
No,
She,
absolutely, absolutely. Um, Listen, I say it all the time that I'm not the asserter. I am
Mhm.
not. It's very rare. I'm friendly, I'm flirty. And if friendly flirty gets me in and you want to start talking and we go move forward, that's one thing. But I'm not the asserter where I'm gonna be like, hey yo, let me get your number, let me holler at you. Like
Mhm.
I'm not.
I,
And
I accept that. I believe you mean. I'm saying this not because I'm trying to put anybody, down
I
or whatnot.
know,
I accept the fact that people
okay,
are where they are.
okay. Because you're gonna start the ladies is gonna come for you. Like they be
Come
nice.
on.
Let me tell you, they nice to you though, because you're an attractive man, you have a nice voice, and you smile, and then you be throwing them gems. So they be real nice to you. But I be knowing sometimes when it's over, like if they not live and they're not talking, when it's over, they might have a few words. We're not gonna
It's
start
all
no
right.
riot.
I'm here. I'm here.
I mean,
You,
well, we yeah, we're not gonna
but
start no riot, but we can have healthy discussions.
y'all can come on and
Respectfully.
talk to me.
I'm gonna say if there are any men that would like to join us on the live, because last week was women, though no one except for no one was eliminated. It's still an alternate week. So if next week ladies are eliminated, then I'm gonna have to bring the men back just because of how I set up the rules. Okay, when women are eliminated, men are live. When men are eliminated, women are live. So here is the link if you are a fella and you want to join us. Um, I heard something.
All right.
I,
I see a comment. So how do you believe that she will be in a relationship with Donovan?
let me see.
Um, I think that she will test him and then ultimately fall back. I think that as much as as much as she is a boss, once he has earned her respect, and not just her interest, because I think at this point he has her interest. But once he has been put in an operational situation where he has to step up and claim the title, claim the role and the rank, um, of dominant, then she'll sub up. And she's even stated it. She stated it at the chill bill date that she doesn't want to always be dominant. She wants to fall back into a more of a submissive posture. Not to say that she's not subservient. I just make sure that we
Yeah,
reiterate that.
you see, we had a whole conversation. If y'all
The whole
confused,
conversation.
we can
Yeah.
go back a couple lives. We had a whole conversation about submission versus subservient and what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
But I think that she would want to not have to carry the weight of being in control. I think that she, just like many women, do not want to have to carry the weight of being in charge and in control. If they can fall back and let their partner, carry that weight, then I think that she would definitely appreciate that. And it's like I say all the time, you know, pressure is made for shoulders and not for hips. So.
yeah, well, there's that. And you're absolutely right about women not wanting to be. Now, there's some women that want. I have a good girlfriend that likes to be in control. That is the posture that she takes. She wants to control my life, your life, her mama's life. That's who she is as a person. But for the most part, most women would like to relinquish some of this control that we have to have when you're in this position. If you are a boss and a leader all day long, like I don't want to, I would like to just be like, okay, I trust what you're saying. And when I don't, I have a voice to share that this is what I think. So I think that we all come through, Team Virgo. Look, okay, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater if you're not a Virgo. Team Virgo in the house. Look at that. I'm just gonna keep going between the two. Anyway,
Well, damn.
So I would agree. I would agree. I would agree. So Dakia gets her opportunity to have a conversation with Clifton. Right, like after this, like Clifton is on his way with his towel on his shoulder, on his way outside, is what we end up finding out. And she stops him. It's nice to have a moment with you. He comes and sits down. And then she finally articulates what she feels, which is, I wish she would have said something sooner. And I'm with her. Okay. She had an expectation that was set. Sometimes we have expectations that no one else knows about. But this time she had an expectation. There was a conversation. We're going to cuddle on the couch. We're going to have these conversations. So the expectation was actually set, and it did not, it faltered, right? You did not, he didn't hold up his end of the bargain.
Right.
And so she had an opportunity to share with him, I don't like that. And I wish you would have told me. I wish you would have shared with me and not bust me in my eye with the fact that you're all into joy. That I had to see it. Though in her heart, she knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like she knew what it was in her heart. We know as women before it busts us in the eye, it hit over the head to the white meat show, what it is. We know. And it didn't take for them to show up in the beginning, even though she said I was in my feelings from day one when we all got there. I'm glad that she was open and honest about it. And I feel like he was compassionate in hearing her and apologized and agreed that he should have said something sooner. So I was really happy to see that. And I was also happy to hear him be honest. Like, yes, I wasn't expecting that when I got here. I had my strongest connection got even stronger. You know, she hit him with, well, my connection was strong too. Yeah, not like this. It's pretty understand. So I respected the dialogue, and my heart, my little empath having ass, had a little tear in my eye after the hug, and she was like, you know, I gotta let go, you know, and the tears started falling. I was like, oh, poor thing. My little heart was full for her. But also in the same breath as she held him or he held her, she said twice, not once, but twice. Don't give me something that I can't have all the time. And for me, it felt like she was hoping that he would say, you still have an
You can have it.
Yeah, it was that's why she said it twice. That's why she said it at all. Like she was hoping for that opportunity. All I'm gonna say is I'm glad it was an adult conversation. I'm actually glad that he was also empathetic. Like it was not my intent to come in here and hurt somebody, but you did because you didn't. You mixed things up with your intention, sir. Like the expectation was set and you didn't follow through. You didn't do. It wasn't unwritten. It wasn't one that didn't nobody know about. And so what you think? You know, I didn't set the stage. So.
Yeah. Classic case of good intention, poor execution. And because in this case there was no execution. And you know, you know that she wants you. You know that she wants time with you. You've given her an indication that she's going to get time with you, and then you renege. It's like, you know, it's like playing spades. You know what I'm saying? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he reneged and he got called out, and you know, only thing about it is though he wasn't the one that lost 3 books. She was. And that was a very unfortunate thing. So I definitely felt for her. I definitely was empathetic for her. And yet and still, her holding out hope against hope, you know, like Echo and Narcissus, you know, pining after someone who doesn't want you in the same way, and then having to come to the realization that they're not for you, and then having to recalibrate and recollect yourself. Um, it's an emotional thing, and it is, yeah. My heart went out to her. Um, I am glad that he finally, you know, fessed up and took ownership and took accountability for, how he mishandled her. Even though it wasn't intentional, I don't think it was an intentional
Yeah.
mishandling. He was not trying to be malicious, but in being true to himself, he was not being upfront in being truthful to her. He was still giving her hope, and it was false hope, that that there was still going to be a possibility for her, and it definitely would have been much better if he would have, told her, just been as honest with her on day one as he was in that moment. And that moment was not initiated by her. I mean, by him. It was initiated by her.
Yeah.
She had to call him over,
Yeah.
or at least flag him down as he
Flag
was
him
on
down.
his way
Like, hey,
to
you see
his,
me
to
right
his
here?
other
Like, hey,
woman.
what's up? Yeah. Like you see him across the street, like he don't see you. Like, I, I,
Mm-hmm.
I just feel a bunch of ways about that whole scenario. Like, and it's a real
That
life
was the
thing.
most vulnerable that was the most vulnerable and feminine that I've seen her in, and that's unfortunate that it had to be in a moment when her heart was being broken for us to get past the facade and the projection of I got it together.
Yeah.
Because in that moment she didn't have it together, even though she had it together.
Even though she was packaged well and she was composed well, she did not.
Yes.
We all could see that she did not have it together.
Yeah.
And
It was very human.
Yeah, she was very human, and that was the one. He is the one person that I guess we saw a glimpse of who she is outside of her business persona. That was the closest that we had gotten to it. And who knows what other conversations that they were having. We don't know, because the tears that she had said, I thought that there was some real possibility. Like, we don't be crying because we be crying when we embarrassed. So I cry for everything. So I can't even say that. Like, just, it's all right. Never mind about that. But I think that most women can relate to an expectation that was missed, being mishandled in one way or another. Men too. I mean, I take that from y'all.
That's a human thing.
That from y'all. That's not.
Unrequited love is a motherfucker.
It is. And I try to not put myself in that damn situation, because that's where my Dakia shows up. Lock, stock, and barrel. Like, what? Let me see. That's how come I think I'm a let me see first person, because once I let you in, you're in. And then I'm recovering from whatever hurt that may come. Because I'm not going to. The one thing that I have learned over the years about myself is where I have friends who are like, oh, let me plug in my stuff. As I say, I'm going to die here. Here we go. I have friends that turn bitter and be like, F love, and well, I'm not. So my heart gets broke. It's a real thing. It hurts in the process. I decide, you know what? Let me heal. But I'm not going to let that stop me from possibly finding love or experiencing love again. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for me, right? So, who's next after Dakia? Oh, I guess when we see the 4 people in the hot tub.
Yes, the christening of the hot tub.
Yes, it's getting hot here, so take off all your clothes.
All your clothes.
All your clothes. Okay, I was Sabrina was prudish, and she was like, "What? I ain't taking off no clothes." She was drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk. And Joy was ready to take off her clothes. Okay, Joy was like, "What?"
Joy stayed ready. She
Yeah.
stayed ready for Clifton.
She was like, "We taking clothes off? Let's take the clothes off." And so Sabrina, Demetrius, Clifton, and
Joy.
Clifton comes out from the conversation that he had just had with Sabrina. I mean, God damn it, Dakia. He just had a conversation with Dakia, and he comes out and he is, feeling the effects of the conversation he had just had. Like he acted and then and kind of recovered really well, but I really feel like he recovered because his Christmas was outside. His joy was outside. Somebody that brought him a different experience was outside, and he decided, I'm gonna shake it off. But you know that they have a connection because she said, "Are you all right? How you feeling? Are you okay?" And he people aren't. And she said, "I'm not asking about other people. I'm asking, how are you feeling?"
Yeah.
So for me, it tells me you do have a connection because you can read that my energy is off. You can read that I'm not okay, that I'm not sitting well, right? But he gets her on that lap, honey, and he feels just fine. He's just
There's a balm in Gilead for the sin sick soul. The pain and the anguish that he felt on the inside of the building was immediately relieved when he came on the outside, because that's where his peace was.
That's where his peace was. You can see exactly like she has a calm that she brings to him, which is great. But at the same time, you see the people on the other side. Demetrius is trying his best to come out of his reserve shell and integrate with I don't know, integrate ain't the right word, but enjoy the company of Sabrina, giving that old good foot massage. I'm all like, girl, you still questioning? You getting a foot massage? Like, hello, foot massage me, please. Like, how are you not enjoying this moment? And to me, that's what it felt like when Joy was like, "What y'all over there talking about? You need to be whispering in his ear like he was nibbling on his ear." I will in my time. She just felt very much so standoffish. Like, okay, I'm glad that you're showing me something, but I don't really want it no way. I don't want that anyway. So tell me your perception of
I'm telling you, it's that corporate veneer. She lives in the space of giving feedback, like she's in a performance review. So even while she was in that man's lap, she wasn't in his lap.
No,
she was evaluating him,
evaluating the entire out of him,
the entire interaction. And even when being encouraged and admonished by another woman in a dynamic that has the feeling of what she says she wants,
what she says,
she still can't relinquish that control.
Yeah.
And she is going to control her way all the way to the end and be by herself. I do not think that either of these men are, if they've got any modicum of self-respect, are going to allow themselves to be steamrolled. And she is going to actually pull herself. She's going to eliminate herself through her disposition towards them. I don't like it. Like, if you can't be present, if you can't be here with me in a intimate setting,
yes,
you are literally, you got your partially naked ass cheeks in my lap, and you cannot be here with me.
And we know what kind of how bathing suits are. Most bathing suits are very cheeky.
Very cheeky.
Very cheeky, especially for women of their sizes. But women of my size, they be cheeky for us too. So it's one little thin piece of fabric. That's so she don't like him.
She's not comfortable with. I think she's so uncomfortable with the idea of him that she could not allow herself to be in the moment. Her whole perception of
That's a word.
who he is so incongruent with who she has built herself up to be, that
Yeah.
even if he was perfect for
Yeah.
her, she would find a way to make it wrong.
Yes. That's a word. Uh,
Yeah.
Marie said, "Tell it." You know, we in the congregation over here. Like that ain't nothing but the truth is what we speaking. And when you said she can't be present, there's a thing at work. There was a campaign at work going around where we all used to bring our laptops into like the meetings when we were in person. And the rule was you shut your laptop down because otherwise you're going to be working while the meeting is going on. So they wanted you to be present. And so it was a be here now moment, right? And someone in her position understands being present, being here now in a moment. But maybe she only understands that in the corporate realm of things. I use that everywhere I go. Like I feel like um, I try and be present, be here now. And when I'm not being here now, I hear myself say, be here now in this moment, experience this moment because you might miss something. And that's probably why I'm so damn observant and can catch stuff because I'm always present in the moment as it occurs. Then I can
Mm-hmm.
call it. So it could be a catch 22, but she needs to learn how to be present. Yeah, look it.
Yeah, when you were saying that, it a couple of words came to my mind. Um, Transferable skills.
Mm,
What she may have mastered in the corporate world, she needs to take into her personal life, but also understand that transferable skills does not equate to transferable application of skills. Uh, the way that if you want to conduct your personal love life the way that you conduct your professional life, then you're not going to get the results that you want because uh, love is not something, and emotions and whatnot. You don't manage those in the exact same way that you manage a team of subordinates.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that she, at on some level, is she's trying to put these guys in positions that ultimately serve her, as opposed to seeing how it can be, a mutually beneficial bi-directional
yeah,
situation.
yeah,
And that is a misapplication of what otherwise would be a good transferable skill.
yeah,
And she's seeing that in how Demetrius was talking to her when they were having their little one-on-one, because she was real quick to say what's not going to work for her. She was not so quick to acknowledge what was not going to work for him,
per usual.
per usual.
Per usual. She is not deviated from the person that we met in the beginning, per usual. I do want to just add one thing about Clifton and Joy, though we see that they are connecting and everything. I'm not saying though. I mean, I feel like now he's relinquished whatever reservations that he had, whatever he was holding off about. He's relinquished it in his um I'm happy that we got to spend this time together. It kind of solidified the connection where she's fun, friendly, and flirty. It's just that for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm friendly with everybody, and my energy is just flirty because I am, an entertainer. So that's who I have practiced to be my whole life, and I want to have a good time. I ain't like that kiss though. That kiss seemed very contrived. For me, it lacked passion, but I wasn't there, so it felt a little awkward. Like y'all wasn't kissing in the bed the night before. Like
Yeah, don't be, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
that didn't seem like it didn't like y'all didn't have no practice. It felt like a first kiss to me. That first kiss when you're trying to figure out what someone's kissing pattern is, or
Mm-hmm.
how just be present and figure out how you gel together. That's what that felt like to me. But
Yeah.
listen. What do I know? That might be how they kiss.
You
Listen,
know they be kissing more than that.
you
That
listen.
was
It's a very
that was that was like the first kiss in Love and Basketball when they went behind the bush. The little kids went behind the bush and kissed for 5 seconds.
and just held their lips together.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Dempsey. Dempsey said she felt that kiss was very passionate, but maybe they were nervous with the cameras. Girl, as drunk as Joy was,
I
honey,
do
the
not
cameras wasn't
believe
there.
that one bit. Joy is the most uninhibited person, and yeah, you said she's fun, flirty, and what?
Friendly.
Fun, flirty, and friendly, but she's got focused feelings for that man.
Come on with the focused feelings. Yes,
Yes.
she does.
Put a
Yes,
little bit of alliteration on that, you know.
yes, she does. I like it. Come on and collaborate. Let's come on. Listen, get me all tongue tied in front of these people. Stay tuned. Review says Sabrina is jealous of Joy. I really don't think that Joy is her favorite. I might have to. I don't know if she's jealous, but I don't think that that's her favorite person because Dakia is her friend. Yeah, I don't know. And then Dempsey told us to go back and look at that kiss. She said, "Go back and look at that kiss again." I'm gonna go look at it. I don't think I'm gonna see anything different though. I
I'll look at
rewind it a couple of times just so I could see that whole section, to make sure I caught everything, to see them when they got out the pool, which made me realize that was his jacket and not her bathing suit. Because for a moment I was like, is that her bathing suit? But it wasn't. Like, so I ain't gonna feel no different. Maybe Wendell maybe he'll feel different about it. When he go, he
I'm
go
good.
revisit.
I'm good. I'm good. You know, if any, it was very Lady and the Tramp-esque.
It was very spaghetti. Let's have
Yes,
some
very
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Very spaghetti. Just in case you're just joining us, we're talking about Ready to Love season 6, 5, 6, whatever you want to call it, Potomac. Episode 10, Better Late Than Never. And I'm inviting the men. So if you're a man and you got some stuff you want to say and you want to say it on the live, don't be
Come on, brothers.
Come on, don't let us show you up. But I mean, it's okay if we did. Like, here is the link, and you are welcome to join us on the live. We welcome you. We are respectful. We are kind. Listen, and I'm gonna just let it be known. Can't nobody come for you on here. Can't nobody come for you. So, what is this? What? How I block this person? I'm sorry. I got a private chat over here. Now I got to figure out how they got to this area. It's very inappropriate. And I can't even figure out how to. Maybe because they gone out and I can't block them. So this is chat privately with your guest. And I know that this is not my guest speaking like this. So you don't have to make me a complaint. I got my VPN on, so I don't understand this one. Anyway, y'all, okay. Forgive me. I was sidetracked. It was very you want me to define inappropriate chat? Inappropriate chat. Inappropriate chat. Give me
saying
a kiss.
stuff you ain't supposed to be saying.
Bitch, I need some head. I need glizzy in my life. Okay, that's inappropriate. Those are the words that were said. Since you want to know, you want to be nosy. I was trying to be nice, and I'm over here trying to block them. Yes, and I cannot because I guess they're gone. Yes, that was at like 6:20 my time. What time is it now? I don't know, but I'm very disappointed in the person. That was just a few moments ago. Very disappointed in the way that they spoke to me, a woman of class, okay, and distinction. I'm a lady, okay. I don't know you like that. You can't talk to me like that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, people. Come on. Do better,
okay.
be better.
Do better, be better. But evidently, Carmen and Donovan are doing better and being better because they slid up in the bed together, in the bunk bed at the bottom, in the full size bunk bed.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, did you just cuddle? What happened? What happened in there?
Hey,
They gonna tell us on the live. I want to know. I
he
want to
said, "I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby."
know. I'm all like, okay. Y'all, and then it's a full size. You know, it's the twin full at the bottom. So y'all had to be y'all grown people in that bunk bed.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
Yeah, and then so my question is, well, where's her room? And does she not have a bigger bed for them to be in?
That's a good question because you know the ladies like to claim all the big beds, So that's why he was in there in that full bed in the first place.
Full bed in the first place. And so she didn't want, maybe her room was a little messy with all her different clothes and outfits that she had. Because the woman, I know her style of dress is extremely sexy, but I love her style of dress. Absolutely love it. Can we talk about them grown ass people in that itty bitty bed?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't never been in a twin side bed with a grown person.
Give me 1 second here.
Take your time. Y'all ain't never been in the bed with a grown person, and a full size and a twin, and y'all ain't never did that. Y'all let me. Donovan is huge, girl. Yeah, she was right up under Donovan. Okay, she was loving every bit of backing that thing up on him. He is a big man. He is perfect size. You would think it was something other than water in here. The way I just thought about after seeing him in that jacuzzi, I said, "Ooh." Stay tuned. Review says, "Jesus be a fence." That's what I said after seeing him in that. Was Carmen? Who was she sharing the room with? Only for a session of hide the zucchini. Exactly. And then you didn't take a siesta after. That's why you're being a little twin. I mean, think about it. When you was in college, I mean, we was probably all a little smaller. Y'all know y'all was in that window. You wasn't in a twin bed. You ain't never been in no twin bed with somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah. Listen,
yeah.
we didn't been. How tall are you, Wendell?
I'm 6'4".
Okay.
That was not the most comfortable of places to be.
Though.
However, if horizontal was the mission, challenge accepted. So
you was there, okay? You was there. So have it. It's a no for me in a little bed with a big man. I understand, Dempsey, but I'm talking about before we were where we are now in our lives. College, youthfulness, sneaking somebody in your room, you going in their room. Whole lot of parameters here that could have caused us to be in a twin size, full size, twin size, extra long college bed. I'm just saying.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm just
you
saying.
ain't lying.
So we wake up in the morning and Tina comes sashaying in like, hey y'all, I missed everything. Was it somebody before Tina? No. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Last day, the 11th hour, Jesus' return, and here she comes. We don't know the day or the hour, but she shows up. We are going home, and she shows up. And her thought was, I need to talk to Donovan. That's what she said when she was coming up. She wasn't thinking about nobody but Donovan. And the reason is because she had an actual connection with Donovan. And if we remember, he was concerned for her. He was looking for her. Even at dinner, he was like, are you going to eat? Like, you could tell that he was interested in her up until this moment, until the shift with Carmen in the bed, because we grown. That was back in the day. Baby, let me tell you something. I've slept on the couch with somebody with my grown ass, okay? As an adult, maybe not in my 40s. I might have been in my 30s, but I slept on the couch, okay? Snuggled tight on the couch with somebody. So
throw that leg over.
Listen, make it work. I'm gonna make it work. If I'm into you, I'm gonna make it work. I don't like cuddling. Back then, I would be like, cuddling now, I'd be like, no, it's okay. You lay on the floor. I'll make you a pallet because it's too hot. It's too hot. Anyway. But she shows up and acts like it's nothing. Like everybody should receive her with open arms and be okay with her MIA. Then says, "Can I talk to you upstairs?" And tells the man that she had a connection with, "I don't have no real solid connections with nobody." Ma'am, just say what you've been saying in your confessional, that you can't date multiple people, that's not a thing for you, that your life is busy, your business is busy, and you got this little baby, and you just don't have the room, and you're not ready to love in this manner, right? It's too much for you right now to date 2-3 people at the same time. I don't see the problem, girl. You got to get on the schedule and got to figure out your schedule. But
if you can't handle it, just say that.
Let's just say that. And the people gonna understand. And I think everyone would be more receptive if you walked in and said, you know what, I'm sorry. I should have come sooner. I should have reached out to you guys. But I don't have the capacity. I don't have the bandwidth to add this on. I've got too many things going on in my life. I ain't like that. Like, and then had the nerve to have to go seclude herself because she needed to process what Donovan said. What part of it did you need to process, ma'am? You ain't showed up in the last 2-3 episodes. And when you did, you didn't want to be there. And Paul said, you gonna go out there after her? He said, I'm that's some bullshit.
I've decided against that.
Yes. I'm too grown, okay?
Reclaiming my time.
I don't know what I expected from her. I just really wish, but that's not even fair. I'm not gonna even say that because what I was gonna say was gonna be unfair because at 31, I was very much so mature. I may not have been able to articulate the things that I wanted the way I needed to, but they were heard and understood. So I
said it last week. I knew she wasn't into no Paul.
No, Paul was out.
She didn't want that dude.
She was just, whoever likes me, I need to like them back, so I can get this little check. Mm-hmm. But then in the next breath, I feel like she's a bit of a plant. This is new. Like, I feel like, who does this? Who is not there and then shows up when everybody's ready to go home?
And like expecting to be welcomed. I mean, she's a ghost, and I've never seen anybody excited to see a ghost unless your name is Casper. She was checked out at the dinner with Donovan. She did not return she didn't return his texts or his calls on the first day. She's basically MIA. She doesn't, I mean, she is a habitual non-shower upper. she ain't here. But when she here, she expects to be treated like she been here.
Like the sun and the moon and the stars revolve around her. Yeah, that's exactly how she feels like she should be treated.
Yeah, and I mean, I say it all the time. Disappointment lives in the space between capacity and expectation. She does not have the capacity for this, but she is setting an expectation like she does, which is why all of the guys were in agreement with checking her, just Xing her off of the list. Yeah. And why Paul was definitely A-okay with disengaging from her. It's not hard to pull away from someone who's already pulled away from you.
Who's already not there. Yeah. One of the things that made me think about Paul is, if he sees that there is no future, is definitely not afraid to shut you out.
That's it. He said, I am not here for the fake
No, I'm not here. And I commend him. And then you got Carmen. Now I like her little dress she had on with the hoodie. Y'all know where she got that from? Because that's not on Fashion Nova. I like it. So she goes out and sits and have a conversation with her like she's concerned. Really, she's just trying to gauge if you're still in the Donovan. Listen, because I didn't gave up the cookies in the cookie jar or did something, grinded, hot, heavy, pecking, dry humping. I did something in that bed.
In that little old bed, as
Little
big
bed.
as he is, you know they was spooning, you know they was hunching.
They was hunching.
They was housing in the bed.
They was hunching. Oh my God. And she's a curvy woman. She's not a big woman, but she's got curves. So, them curves was hitting all the right places.
Them curves was curving.
Them curves was curving.
Them things was thanging.
They was hunching. They was hunching.
They was hunching.
They was hunching. I can't wait to the reunion so that people can say that they was hunching. I hope they was. What y'all was hunching? Let me see. Let me hear. What? Footage. Like, yes, G-Dub, because we is doing what? Bald head hoe shit. And that's a bald head hoe shit type dress. I like that dress. So anybody who knows, even if you come later, let us know so I can share it with G. Like, anyway. Now we back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Vacation, little weekend getaway is over, and Paul and Dakia go and they have dinner. I'm just like, why? Like, what's the reason that? Because neither one of you have connections. She's not interested in him. She even shares that, like, people mishandled my heart. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do what they said they was gonna do. And you seem like you gon' like that's what you Paul just want to stay on a little longer. That's it. There's no connection between the two of them. Dakia is recovering from the Clifton situation. Her feelings are hurt. So she's processing and being present in that space. Right? I don't understand. And all the affirming he was doing and all the, compliments.
The flattering and the compliments.
All of that was great, but it was.
Yeah, it was. She's still hurting. And the last thing that you want to do is try to emotionally engage and connect with someone who is still fresh off of their last heartbreak. You could be saying all the right stuff.
You setting yourself up.
Yeah, because she's coping right now.
Yeah.
She's not healing. She's coping because she said that she's got to put that wall back up. So by the time Paul gets there, that wall is reinforced.
Yes, and on the other side of it is a moat.
A moat, barbed wire, electric eels,
sharks,
fire-breathing dragons.
Yeah. He don't stand a chance. He don't stand a chance.
Yeah, you're done, son.
Yeah, it's over. And I just feel like it's just a waste of time. But I am going to say one thing that I found about Paul in her presence is that he's a little nervous. I was looking at his body language and how his hands were moving. She might be out of his league, out of his normal scope. And he was nervous. He's like, I'm going to shoot my shot. Okay. Because if he like me, ain't nobody out my league. Listen, I'm going to just go on and go with the go on. But you could see that he's a little shaken.
He was nervous, I think that whole too little too late, it's affecting him. And I think that his stock would raise exponentially if he pulled out right now. And then pursued Dakia outside of the process. Because now it feels contrived. It feels like they're maneuvering. It doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel real to me. But by the time the reunion comes around,
it would have been
Yeah. I think that he would have had time to wear that wall down a little bit.
I'm with you on that. Rosemary says that she said she fell for Eric anyway because he looked like he played the drums at church. We're to Oregon. I would say more like the tambourine in the choir, Rosemary. But I got you. I understand, but listen, you do what you want.
You mean, where's the organ? Is that what it is? We're the Oregon.
Yeah, leave her alone. Uh, um. So, oh, Peace B. She says he gives words of affirmation when she needs it. I mean, I think he's overdoing it. She
Yeah,
needed it.
he's laying it on thick.
Yeah, she needed it last week, but I think this week she is blocking him out. Like, I ain't really like. It's thank you. That's
Yeah.
nice.
She's
That's
not at
not
a place where she can receive any of that stuff.
any of
And
that from
yeah,
him
his
in
words are
particular.
falling on deaf ears right now.
Um, yeah, because Clifton didn't affirm her at all when they were sitting on that couch. Well, I bet he was compassionate. He didn't tell her
Here's
though.
compassion. Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't
She
affirm her.
wanted what he gave her what she wanted when she no longer could have it.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
hug and those cuddles.
yeah, yeah. She was hoping. No, I'm telling you, she was hoping that he was gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay,
She was
let's
hoiked.
go on another date. I'm not gonna go out here onto this pool, into this jacuzzi. Let's, or come go put your bathing suit on and come join us. That's what I think she was looking for. But what do I know? I'm just speculating. I don't know these people, and this is just off the TV. So if y'all watching, don't be too mad, but be mad if you
Mhm.
want to. Okay, be mad if you want to. Okay, so quickly we saw
So Clifton and Joy at the
Enjoy
same time.
at the same time having dinner, and him basically saying, I this is what I want. Yes, I'm focused on you. Like I
Tunnel
got tunnel.
vision.
Yeah, I got tunnel vision. This is you the one for me. I would sing, but you know, I ain't by myself. Well, I'd be by myself
Mhm.
right here. I'd be singing. Y'all know I'd be singing to y'all on the screen anyway. Um, but one thing that I did that I could relate to is I like you. I like you, but that's it's more than that. Like it's not I love you, but I like you. I like you, but that's not the word to describe what I'm feeling, right?
Mhm.
I enjoyed that moment because there are times that I like you.
Mhm.
And that's not the right word, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not I like ice cream, I like cake, I like
Mhm.
but I like you and the connection and the chemistry and it just feels right is more than I like you. Like
Mhm.
I don't I liked it.
Yeah.
I
It
like
is.
their moments.
Yeah. It's like being with you makes me feel good. Being with you makes me feel fulfilled. I feel fulfilled in this moment. I like you squared.
I like you squared.
Yeah.
I like you
Yeah.
squared. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I, I like you to the third power. So
Yeah. Yeah. P says they want to say I love you, but it's too soon. Maybe. I mean, and for
well,
me, I love you can come and you can come as early as you want it because I love you has varying degrees and different, meanings behind them depending on who you're talking to and what's happening. I love my friend, but I don't love them the way I love my children or I love a partner, right? So I mean, I love pineapple sherbet ice cream and pineapple now laters.
pineapple now,
But
ladies.
I finished my last pack the other day. I got to go find. I know where to find them now, though. And so I love those things, but it's a different feeling than it's a different emotion behind it.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's just get to the get to. Let's get to the getting to what we've
To the
been waiting
messiness.
for, to the messiness, to the infinity power. Okay, like because they was low key, high key, messy. I won't give them God key because Tommy wouldn't let them, but Tommy would have let them. They would have been God key messy. So Tommy come in. First let's just start with production is messy. Will Packer is messy. Is messy. Let's just start there because for you guys to put everybody in a room together to have this candid conversation in front of everyone, it's not like if we're dating window, it's me and you having the conversation in front Tommy. No, it's me and you and another woman that you dating having the conversation. And for me, if you're not in a one-to-many situation where that's acceptable, you're in a one-to-one. I mean, it's messy.
It
It's
is.
messy. It's whole ass messy.
And that's, I think that's maybe one of the fundamental flaws of dating shows in general when they have this type of format, is that you're dating plurally with the end goal of selecting singularly.
Yeah.
And when
Why
you,
can't I have them all?
I'm about to say, yeah, I think that Clifton would have been real good if he could have maintained a connection on some level with Dakia.
Yeah.
If Dakia would have been open to that. But because the expectation was that you coming out of this with one, and we only gonna have 3 couples.
Joy would have been. Joy don't give me the one to many. Joy don't give me that vibe.
No, she don't. You're right. But I'm just saying, it's just a
Carmen, however, Carmen gives it like, give it to me, baby. I want you and you and you. I like, what is the song? I like her. I think that Lil Wayne song.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't never. When I got it, but it's not in my. I got it.
Yeah.
And so when Tommy comes in, he's all like, "What's up? Like, tell me what's going on."
Hey.
Yeah. Where's Tina? And so then they break down Tina. We ain't got to talk about Tina. We already know what's going on. Tina with Tina. Tina ain't shit. Okay, this just, if she was a dude, that's what we would be saying.
Really would.
Woman, and she ain't shit. Okay, that's just because she.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. So let's just call a spade a spade. But he gets to Paul through that conversation with Tina because Paul says the door is closed. But now the energy is on Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to talk about his connections with the 2 women.
Yeah.
Baby, let me tell you. I a mess because I don't like that shit in my life, but y'all can have it in yours, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy every minute of the messiness because I don't want that kind of shit in my life. You got drama and mess? I'm good. But if it's on TV, if it's somebody else, I might be like,
Withers.
So yeah. He talks about how they're opposites. Kind of they're the same, but they're different. Like they're both that boss energy, but they're different. And then makes the mistake of saying that he feels like Carmen is not intentional with him, that he feels like, what was the word? Let me see. He feels like, I don't know. Like maybe like he's in a fishbowl. That wasn't a word he used. I was trying to see. I wrote it on my notes, but the way my handwriting is set up, it don't look good because I got to use my glasses to see distance. But to write, I need to be up close. So this don't look good. Hold on. She said, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, to put the way it's like it's like she's weighing him.
That's probably part of why I'm on the wrong page, child. He feels sized, like she's sizing him.
She's sizing him up.
You know, it was gonna bother me. The Virgo in me was like, find it. And no, I don't want the answer. Find it. That's the energy that gave me. So when he said that, I think she was offended because she was like, I'm just asking how your dates were. And you went on a date the other day and I asked you how your date was, and you were like, Now, he wants her to focus on their connection, which is a thing that I talk about all the time, every season. Worry about your connection with the person that you're with. But I understand if she was a one-to-many, why she would be asking how your date was. But this is one-to-one, y'all. So, and I also feel like his because of him wanting her to focus on their connection was a I don't want to share with you. Not that the date wasn't good, right? It was it's none of your fucking business.
None of your business.
It's none of your business is what that felt like. But she made it as if it was he wasn't into Dakia.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, this is where the drama starts. She started talking about how he wants a woman. He said that he wants a woman that he's attracted to sexually, that he don't have to do a whole lot. I mean, I think we've heard him say that though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we've heard him say those words earlier. Peace just said Paul has called Dakia boring 9 to 5, and she likes to get dogged out after 5, which means she's 9 to 5, but she could get it. Like, listen, I'm confused by the whole situation. Like, and then you got, him saying, no, I didn't say that. I didn't. It just
bullshit.
it was just a lot. And then you got Dakia showing up in her very much so professional curse you out having ass. Okay. Sexy does not mean everything needs to be on display. I'm going to agree with her there.
Classy is always in style.
Like, you can't argue with that. You can't.
That is so Claire Huxtable right there.
I mean, is she not Claire Huxtable? Does she not get Claire Huxtable was a little more relaxed. Okay.
She could break it down though.
Didn't and I don't know. And then they go back and forth. Her body fake, my body natural. I was like, you pulling at straws, but you was just hunching in the bed with Donovan. I'm with Carmen. Why is you concerned about Paul? Oh, because you're competitive.
Exactly.
You don't want
ready to win. That's that whole alpha boss chick energy coming up. Oh, how dare you challenge me? Now I have to reassert dominance, which goes all the way back to her and Eric. And then, and she just has to win. She has to be better than everybody else.
Everybody. You don't compare to me. Like, you're beneath me.
Even back with Donovan in the hot tub when she was talking about Sabrina, saying she's a nice girl, but I'm a better woman.
I'm a better woman.
So it's not about accepting the adoration and the praise of the person with whom you have the connection. You got to go the extra step to downplay the competition in order to make sure that there can only be one choice, and that is you. And that is so controlling and manipulative and
unattractive.
And unattractive.
And everybody in there thought it was unattractive. Everybody was disgusted and embarrassed. Everybody, including Donovan, I think he was turned off by the display that she showed. And I'm with Dakia. She been gunning for you since you liked Eric. And then when you got him kicked off, which was who she was planning on walking into the sunset with, they already had a plan, right? You got him kicked off.
Yeah, but they had a relationship. He had a relationship with Eric before the show. So just because he got kicked off of the show don't mean that if she wanted Eric, she couldn't still go after him.
Listen, that's right. But the only reason that she wanted Eric was so that they can go to the end. Didn't we just say he played the tambourine in the choir? Or maybe he played a tambourine and he out in the in the congregation. Maybe he likes all things. Like, I don't know what the man likes. Okay, I don't know. So let me keep my mouth off of him. I'm sorry, Eric. I apologize for coming for your sexuality. What you like is what you like. Okay. All right. So and then you get into the whole like, well, I'm that natural birth versus, purchase. Like, listen, girl, don't be mad at that purchase body, because I ain't. Like, that's one thing I know. Like, if I give me a tummy tuck and some breast augmentation, when my video come up, y'all gonna see I'd have a OnlyFans that says Talisa's titties, because that's what the fuck I do. You'd be like, everybody, Talisa making a lot of money. She ain't on YouTube no more. She on OnlyFans. Whatever the cost is.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. I bullshit you not. So that's probably why God, the universe, Earl, spirit, the ancestors is not letting me get these titties I want. Like, cause I'm just saying. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
I wouldn't be doing this,
I
but
hear
shit.
you. I hear you talking. I hear you talking.
I just showing my titties. Like, and so that whole situation was like a disappointment. And though Sabrina, not Sabrina, because she coming, Dakia was cool as a cucumber. She fed into it, right? And she was about to go back and forth with her had Tommy not had stopped it. They would have
Yeah.
had a hold on,
Yeah.
okay. And I would have been here for it though. I would have been like, let me see. But I guess after last year and the brown skin girls, that I guess we
Hmm.
don't want that no more. We
We
want
don't
it.
want
If
that no more.
you don't give us real connections, I want the messiness. So go
Yeah.
on and find, some messy people if you want to. Give me the Kyras of the world. Like, come
Hey,
on.
when they go low, we go to hell. So.
I love it. I will be using that when they go, we go to hell. I will be using that. I am not Michelle Obama. Okay. um, but this is what I've been waiting on. Because we know that Dakia and Carmen don't like each other. They ain't liked each other for a long time now.
Hmm.
The way they look at each other, the way they interact or don't interact tells everything. But
Hmm.
when Tommy turned his attention towards Sabrina, how's it going? I'm putting Sabrina first, which is important. Okay, I'm all for you putting yourself first. But she went in very matter of factly. This was not a collaboration, but a takeover. Okay, that's how I felt when it not a merger where two people are coming together, but I'm a takeover, and it's the takeover spirit that annoys the shit out of me. She came in guns blazing. And maybe because the energy was hot in the room already from Dakia and Carmen, maybe. I don't know, but this is who her personality is, though.
I think
She got
that she had some conversations with both of those guys before that meetup because I think she even said it.
she said the
My
two people
connections are a little bit.
are a little shaky. We had some conversations. And I'm wondering if she put I'm wondering if she said put that on a t-shirt. When they go low, we go to hell. Like, I like that. I like that. Whoever watching, we finna TM it. Okay. We finna trademark it. It's over.
Let's go.
Go. um, so she came in guns blazing. I want to put me first, which I'm all for. Self-love first, and then I can love everyone else. If I love me in a healthy manner, then the way I love other people will be healthy as well, right? I can give more, or not even give more. I can love, I'm in a space where I can love and share myself with other people. Um, but she hit us with Donovan. She did that thing that I like for teachers to do. Before you tell me what's bad about my child, tell me the good stuff. Did you do
Hmm.
in a review? It's the same shit you do in your work review. They tell
Yep.
you all the stuff that you do good. No, you did this excellent, and then they hit you with the but
We got to
you're
let you go.
you don't play well with others. You don't get away, you don't get along with others. And so she hit us with the he's nice, he's fun, he's lighthearted, he's easy to talk to, but I've got issues with his previous relationship. I don't know if he's ready to be in a relationship or loyal to one person. Ma'am. Right. This, the math is not mathing. Ma'am. Ma'am, I don't understand how you are going to come for these men that way. And then turns around and says the same, says, Demetrius has been my strongest connection. I trust him the most, but he wants a submissive woman. Like,
And
but
I can be that, just not all the time.
just not all the and then he hits her with you ain't it's almost like you didn't ask me if that's who I was. You just went off of what my friend said. My friend told you that I need a submissive woman. I never confirmed it. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me to define it. We talked about that. Well, you didn't ask me what it looked like. You heard the word and you ran for the hills because
That's it.
you want to be the president of everything, the
What does the
CEO.
song say? Don't ask my neighbor,
The
come to me.
yes. Now I'm singing it in my head. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, and you can see Donovan was taken aback by it. He was surprised. Like, I'm big on coming. Hold on. It was really like, hold on, ho. Because I
Right.
thought we talked about it. I'm big on communication and I thought we resolved this, but it's evident that we did not. And Demetrius is like, oh, so okay. What I thought was it? Um, I don't I don't like her approach. She could have said all those things in a more compassionate way with love and with kindness. It could have had a softer landing. She acts like this is not a merger, but a takeover. I'm coming to take over your business. I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming to take over your business, and you need to follow my rules.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your turn, because I'm gonna keep talking. She'll be
I
single.
got she got a thing about saying she wants a partner. I don't think she wants a partner. The way she presents, she wants a subordinate. And
Same thing
neither
Rose said.
neither one of these guys are going to be her subordinate. It's just not going to happen. Um, Demetrius reiterated the fact that I respect the fact that you got a connection with Donovan. That being said, you're not going to get my 100. You're not going to get committed Demetrius relationship activity if we are not committed and exclusive. Where is the disconnect in that expectation?
What's happening?
And at the same time, but again, you're wanting him to show up and show you now what it would be like if he were exclusive to you while you are nurturing other connections. That whole double standard,
Yeah.
it doesn't work, but she sees no problem with that.
No.
And that is what makes me, believe that she would see him as a subordinate. This is all about precedent for me. How you get him is what you do to get him is what you're gonna do to once you got him.
Yes, that's what they say.
That's right. What if you accept this treatment going into the relationship, then I know exactly how to treat you once we're in it. And Demetrius like, I don't think so. So go ahead, you can choose you and choose you first. I'm choosing me first. And he
Absolutely.
has the right to do
You have
that.
the right to
And,
do that.
and she, I do not think that she believes that. I don't think that she believes that he has the right to his preferences, especially when she's so willing to make assumptions about his preferences without having the clarifying conversation with him and asking questions so that she can come to the table with correct information.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree because and though all we have seen is the reserved, quiet part of Demetrius, we are now seeing the fuck you mean, Demetrius. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
I know you fucking lying. I know you think
Yes.
that was gonna roll over. I know that what? I know you And I wouldn't be surprised if, we don't see nothing more from him and her. I don't even think in
That's
the
it.
preview that we see him introducing her to his family.
Nah. But I know one thing. He's like, my name is not Cornelius. I'm not that cat from last season who got ran over
At
by
all.
old girl.
At all.
You're not. No, I ain't the
No.
one, the two, or the three. So
That's the one thing, like I mean, and like I said, the one quality about her that I like is that she does articulate how she feels, but I don't think she just needs to date. And she needs to date the people that are just as corporate as she is and that understands that dynamic and that's what they want. And I don't think that many Black men are gonna want this type of relationship that she is presenting, that she's
Hmm.
offering. It's just, I mean, looks like she wants to love a Black man. I love Black men. They're my favorite, absolute favorite. And so I understand as a Black woman where Black men come from, what they need. And if I don't, then guess what? I'm asking so that I know for
Right.
sure. She is not any of that.
Yeah. Communication is a two-way street.
She gonna need her one of these. The
Yeah.
doves. She gonna want doves. When doves cry, that's what she needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Communication is a two-way street. It is not talking and not listening. It is not dictating. It is not venting. It is not unloading.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, yeah, she has the tendency to unload. Um, yeah.
That's a word, because that is what she does. She has a tendency to unload. And then we don't hear anybody talking about her flaws or anything about her. These men are kind to her
Hmm.
because they find her attractive, right? They find her appealing to them. If I was a man, I probably wouldn't be attracted to Sabrina. I'ma just tell you, if I liked women, she wouldn't be it. Like, but I
That
don't like
stuff,
women.
that stuff has a shelf life because you can be pretty on the outside, but ugly on the inside, which is what Donovan pretty much alluded to
With the,
when,
I forgot all about that. I
yes,
forgot
he
all
said,
about that.
she unloaded on me.
Yeah,
The devil showed its face. Yeah.
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 And she was shocked and appalled by it. Um,
How
and I
dare you call me out on some shit?
well, I kind of. So here's the thing. She said that they had back and forth banter.
I don't believe
So
that shit.
you don't believe it
No,
because
because
I know that.
she does not know how to banter. She knows how to tell you. I have not seen her jovial at all.
Hmm.
And I think that what she may have intended to be banter was delivered as criticism. And it was taken as criticism.
And that was my point. For her, it was banter. For her, it felt like I was just being jovial. I thought we were going back and forth and we were taking, sarcastic jabs at one another. I thought that that's what it was, but in all actuality, my nigga, you sensitive. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yes. I didn't mean to stab you. All I was doing was just poking at you with a 12-inch blade. I didn't mean to stab you and run you all the way through. Why are you so sensitive? Why are you bleeding like that?
Listen, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm
Ah,
sarcastic. Okay, as
ah.
fuck. I'm sarcastic as fuck, and sometimes people are sensitive, and it's not. I perceive what we're having as the sarcastic exchange, and that it's banter, and later on find out that I actually hurt your feelings. Well, goddamn, you should have told me that in the midst of it, because so I could have been like, oh, okay, well, let me stop. For me,
Mhm.
for me, um, but I also know that my tongue can be sharp.
Mm.
So if I perceive that in our banter you're coming for me, I probably will come back. And I know listen, I'm evolving. So I'm working on lots of things. And that's one of the things that I'm working on because I've been called out about it. And that isn't my intent. I perceive that we're having sarcastic banter. But the moment I say something that someone doesn't like, it's not hurtful. It's just, whatever it is. But when it gets hurtful, and what I always share with people is, you'll know the difference between me being sarcastic and jovial and me being a total bitch. Like there will be no there will be no
There'll be
mistake.
no mistaking.
But at the
I'm
end
not
of the
calling you
day,
stupid, but that was obviously less than smart.
oh my god, oh my god. That was nice. I thought that was a nice way. Like, what do you mean? I'm not calling you stupid, but that wasn't really smart. Like, look, I don't know. So G, my Virgo sister, says, I believe sarcasm until you're sarcastic with me. So, maybe I need to reevaluate. Maybe I'm coming from that same place. And I have dry humor. Like I have dry humor. And so sometimes that's perceived too as sarcasm, but I'm actually being funny. Like I'm laughing and shit after. And if you want clarity, ask me, well, what did you mean by that? Oh, it was a joke. Or oh, it was
Mhm.
but then
So
there's always
sarcasm and sensitivity are two sides of the same coin. Two sides of your coin.
listen, it's true.
Woo!
He says it's toxic. It might be toxic, man. But the one thing I know is that in order to fix anything, you have to be self-aware of what it is. And you're only self-aware when someone calls you out. Then you get to sit back and be like, oh, well, maybe I am hurting your feelings. And that's not what I need to figure out how you communicate or what's fun for you. Like, so it might be toxic. Listen, I ain't never said I wasn't toxic. I got some toxic traits like poison. I got a big butt and a pretty smile. That's what the song. I
That
don't know.
girl is poison. All right.
So I don't know what to say. Like, but I'm really a sweetheart in my heart. I'm really kind and loving. Look at me now coming back, like giving my
Mm-hmm.
precursor, my preface, my
You there
disclaimer.
primping your hair and stuff.
Yeah, my disclaimer. Yeah, I'm really a nice person.
Just
Like
getting
I'm.
dainty. I'm I'm really nice until I have to cut you. But once I pull the blade out, I'm nice again. Yeah.
I am. I'm really nice until I have to cut you. Then I cut you and I feel bad that I cut you. So yeah, it's a thing. It's a work in progress. So listen, you know what you know. You know what dear future bays, you heard what I said. Okay. You heard what I said. I said
All right,
that's
listen, y'all. Listen. Listen to her future babes. Now listen. You can't say she ain't told you.
right. I told you, and it's a process. We're all ever evolving. I'm sure I'm gonna give you grace, so give me some too. Anyway, so we see Tommy reaching out to Tina. No call, no show.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the point and she doesn't show up. He calls and he gets straight sent to voicemail. Um,
Tommy is hot.
Tommy is upset. It's actually a form of disrespect that you just did. You didn't have the courtesy to just be honest and say that this wasn't for me. You had me carve out my time. I'm a millionaire, ma'am. I took the time to come and sit out here and wait and talk to you to see what was up, and you stood me up. You have just wasted my time, and my time is money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm getting paid for this show. I could have been doing something else. If you would have just said, I don't fuck with this no more.
Right, right. Like I'm going to bow out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But she even then she is so backwards and confused after driving all the way out into the woods for the last 10 minutes of a retreat that she decided not to be at and say that she needed to talk to Donovan and then ended up saying, I don't have no connections with you. And then going out by herself, and Carmen comes out and it's like, did you talk to Paul? Did you talk to Demetrius? And did you let them know how you feel? And are you open to nurturing some of your other connections? And what did she say? I'm open. Chick, use a lie.
You're a lie. I'm asleep on it.
Use a lie. Just use a lie and the truth ain't in you.
Yeah,
It's, so
yeah.
just be real. That's why all the guys lost respect for you. You know what I'm
They
saying?
liked you. You were attractive. They liked you. Even them horrible wigs. They
But when
liked you.
you but when your character is ugly, then that's it. That's it. You can be as pretty as you want to
That
be
was
with your
fake.
paint on face.
That was fake. There's no way Tommy sat outside for an hour, which also again makes me feel like, well, was she a plant?
Mm.
If you say you might be right though, G. I don't know because I wouldn't have sat out there for no hour. I'm giving you about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you 15 minutes. I'm gonna call you. My dog is loose. My
Mm.
son is eating them. So anything you hear, they better not be on my porch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, with my babies out there, they better not be on my porch. They be messing up. Anyway, I think that's it for us. You got any last? I see Peace asked us if can I do a panel like this for not married at first sight. Oh my God. I
Put a
listen.
ring on it.
Yes, but put a ring on it. I haven't watched a single episode of Put a Ring on It, but I am. I keep saying that I want to watch it because it comes right on after. Um, hey, Mr. Washington, he come in doing his job. Hit the like button and subscribe, please. That's Mr.
Hmm.
Washington. So I'm open to it and just having a regular panel. I don't know if you watch that because I think if
I
you
was
can.
just watching it today.
Oh, did you all caught up? You didn't watch all three
This
episodes?
this first season, I'm about to catch up. I was midway through this third episode.
Oh wow, I ain't watched the damn one. I'm barely watching the stuff I'm supposed to watch now. Huh? I'm finna add stuff. I'ma see, and then one day if I do, I'ma just jump on. Like I'm live, y'all coming?
It's a
That
pop-up
show
show.
has the cast members more than Chick-fil-A sandwiches. I'll put a ring on it.
Mm.
They always eating. They are always eating. I think that's what he means. I don't
Um,
have nothing else. I don't have nothing else. Wendell, you got something else? You said no. You ain't got nothing else.
nah. I'm pretty good. I just think that as far as eliminations go, um, yeah, Tina about to be gone. Um, I would respect Demetrius. I would have the utmost respect for him if he bowed out, and then Sabrina was gone.
He probably
Uh,
won't. Though.
he won't. But I would respect him more if he did. Um, yeah, let's see. Oh, in the previews for next week, we did see that Joy met with Clifton's parents and made the
Going back
statement about
to Mexico.
Mexico. Dun dun dun. What kind of impact is that going to have on their blossoming love connection? Absence makes the heart grow fonder or forgetful.
One or the other. I don't even know how many episodes are left because once Tina goes, now they're just doing the, remember last year, what last season they did the solidify your connections. There was an episode. It was like 4 couples or something.
Yeah,
That's where we saw Sabrina say no. Her name was Sabrina. What? Yeah, her name was
yeah.
Sabrina. Said no, rightfully so. So maybe,
Walter, yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, I saw Sabrina going off on Donovan next week. That's gonna be exciting. That's the only stuff I be looking forward to. The mess. That's a damn shame. Because when I first started watching this, I was excited about connections that people would make.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try
It's
and
so
go
easy
live.
to go from hopeful to cynical.
Yeah. I was like excited because they were over, 35, and they don't have no shows really for people over 35. So I was like, yeah. G says who's gonna make it to the end? Everybody but Tina. They all gonna make it to the end. Now who gonna say no? Oh well, I don't know about what's her face? Sabrina with Demetrius, because Donovan and Carmen will make it to the end
Yeah.
probably together. Joy and Clifton will make it to the end together. Who else is there?
And there's Paul, but
They probably gonna show up.
mhm, Paul and
They probably
Dakia.
gonna show up. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to choose each other. Um, yeah, if anything, they'll choose themselves and then date afterwards. Maybe
yeah.
maybe after there's some therapy
I
or
don't, I,
something.
I I don't think that they should date at all. They don't have no chemistry. Dimsy, thank you. I did. I got the alert. I will be sending them out in May. I'm having my pre-order go until the end of April, and then I'll start sending out the journals with your special gift. So if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Do
Let me share.
tell.
Yes, let me share with you. I do have a new self-reflection journal that is available for pre-order now. If you pre-order it before April 30th, you will get free shipping and a surprise gift from me. Um, it's a great journal. You can pre-order it on my website at talisaray.com. Hold on, where's my banner? Let me see. Where's my banner? Here we go. There it is. That's how you get there. That's how you get there. You get there like that. I and then the first week of May, you'll start receiving your journals once you've pre-ordered. So I'm really excited about that. And I also want you to give me your honest feedback and reviews on the journal. If you like it, tell me what you like about it. If you don't, tell me why. Tell me, I'm open for constructive criticism. Don't come for me and you won't have to get stabbed and I won't have to feel bad after it. Okay? So
Remember,
that's
feedback is a gift we give to others when we want them to succeed.
you want to write that down? You want to write that down for your TikTok? Okay? Like, sir, listen. I'm like, don't listen. I welcome the feedback, but just don't, you know, come in love and kindness like I would come with feedback.
Mhm.
You ask me. But I
Watch
can't
yourself.
tell y'all this.
Look around and get beside yourself. I know.
Go ahead though.
Stay in line, hope.
Yeah, all of that though, for real. Like, but if you want, I'm okay with your feedback, so that's great. Okay, okay, high vibe. I appreciate you. You have until the end of the month to get free shipping and a special gift from me. Now, last bit of housekeeping. If you have not done so already, until Wendell gets him a YouTube channel, until he creates him a YouTube channel, go on over there and follow him so you can get his wisdom from the darker the berry, the deeper the truth. And don't tell him what else he gonna add. He's already been doing it. What did we say? We asked him to do it, what, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
He's done at least two since then.
Yeah. I've got more lined up. I just got to sit down and record them. But I've got a few more nuggets that I wanna share with everybody.
Yeah. And interact, telling your opinion. As he just said, feedback is blah 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 for the soul. I don't know. He gave you something good, okay? I think that ends it for
Yeah,
us.
I think we're good. I
That's
think we're
it.
good.
So you guys, before you get out of here, make sure you definitely hit the like button. If you are new to my channel, which I don't think anyone who was in the comments is, but if you're new and you're just watching, definitely join, become a ray of sunshine, share your opinion. What is here is non-judgmental uh,
Yeah.
from me. I can't say what they gonna do, but I'm gonna tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I'm gonna check the fuck out of them if they be disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I'm going to do for you is I will make sure that people respect your boundaries, your thoughts, ideas, opinions, because we all have them, and you are entitled to express yours respectfully as well.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. Know that I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next review live. Yeah, it's the women, I think, next week. If it's somebody getting eliminated, it's the men. But y'all better be ready to get on here, okay? Y'all be having window men by yourself. He
So
be
yeah,
by
come through. Come through.
doing. We know it's more than y'all just be watching. Anyway, y'all, I'm out.